Oi, I'm curious about those other gods you mentioned. Those powerful ones. You're gonna tell us about that, sir? Are you?
Yeah, I'm interested too, sir.
Carry on then. Give us a good one, sir.
Of course. Waiter, fill up their steins of mead, and let me continue. They were very well known amongst the gods. They coveted the most power out of all of them. But one day, the ruler of Zantetsuken and the ruler of Megaflare both had the same dream. One where the universe was eradicated by an unknown force. The king of Megaflare and the queen of Zantetsuken met up almost instinctually because they both knew that they shared that very dream. No, it was more of a nightmare, but they knew that they had to warn the other gods. But at that time, the other gods were either warring with one another or trying to take over the universe themselves. So the only allies they could count on for now were Titan the Unbreakable and Shinryu the Serenity. With the information now shared between the four of them, they parted ways. And in all this preparation between Odin and Bahamut, they grew closer and closer. They had always fancied one another, but never gave in due to pride. But this time was different. This time there were much more higher stakes than pride on the line. They eventually got married, and 9 months later they were blessed with something most beautiful and powerful. Twin sons. One had the power of his mother, and the other the power of his father. For the next 6 years, they spent every moment creating beautiful memories with their sons. But they knew that this time was so short for their lifespan, but it was all they could afford. They told their sons of the forthcoming destruction of the universe, and they said that they would be the ones to lead the vanguard. And in the next 24 years, they would need to gather power and experience beyond measure. The only way they could do this was to create a cocoon of knowledge. But that would require both the parents to give up their lives so that their sons may survive alongside the entire universe. But young as they were, the sons agreed to it. Determination in their tear-filled eyes told their parents everything that they needed to know. That their sons would be all right. That they had taught them all that they could. And when the day came for the cocoon of knowledge to be formed, the people of both planets were ready. The cocoon of knowledge would not only house the twins, it would merge both planets, becoming one super planet, Mega Zantetsu. Both parents hugged their sons. They hugged them so tight, all four of them crying. But this bittersweet parting would ensure that everybody would stand a chance, and slowly but surely the cocoon of knowledge formed, the brothers holding one another's hands as their parents disappear to form this cocoon of knowledge. The warmth puts them soundly to sleep. Years pass, And within this cocoon of knowledge, they gained power and experience beyond their years. And on the 24th year, they emerged, proudly carrying the titles of their mother and father both, Odin the Peerless and Bahamut the Benevolent. So great was their power that they immediately sensed that unknown force that they were told about, that they were warned about, and that they trained for. The people rallied behind them immediately, preparing all weaponry, all starships. They had sent a message to Titan the Unbreakable that they were going to investigate this force. They shall not engage them, but they must know the enemy. And so they made their way to go scout out this den of snakes.